How can we back up our WordPress website for free? Let's find out. All right, when you first log into WordPress, you're taken to your dashboard screen, and we want to install the UpdraftPlus plugin to help us with our backups. So we're going to go to Plugins, Add New, and in this box, the search box, we're going to type Updraft. Just wait for a second, and the first option that will come up is the UpdraftPlus backup plugin. That's the one we want. I've already installed it here, but you'll see an Install Now button, just like this one. And when an install is done, we'll just click to activate. After the installation is complete, we're taken back to our plugins page, and you'll probably see a tooltip here taking you over to settings for UpdraftPlus. And when we get there, we're presented with a big blue Backup Now button, which will back up our site to our local web server, which won't be super useful if our site gets hacked or if it crashes because of a plugin update. So it's much better if we back up our files offline, and we're going to back up to Google Drive. So we're going to go over to settings here, and we need to choose how often we back up. And this is kind of up to you. I normally back up daily and keep a week's worth of backups for sites that aren't super busy. Now, if your site is a brochure site and it rarely gets backed up, then maybe every 2 weeks or every month is sufficient. And conversely, if your site is very busy, if you're doing a lot of e-commerce sales or you have a busy membership portal, you want to back up more often than daily. And then how many backups to keep? Keep a few days worth of backups. If your site gets hacked or if it crashes because of a plugin update, it may take a day or two to figure that out in some cases, especially if you're traveling, it's the weekend, and you for sure would like to have a backup available from before the bad thing happened. At least have a few days worth. In this case, I'll have a week's worth. Make sure you have enough in hand. So I want to back up to Google Drive. So I'm going to click the Google Drive button. And then these settings down here, we can just leave these as is. Unless you know what you're doing, these are perfectly acceptable defaults. So I'm just going to go click to save the changes. And now I need to authenticate with Google Drive. So choose the account if you have more than one. Accept the privacy policy. And then finish your authentication here, and we'll be taken back to our website. Let's go do our first backup. When we click this button, we are going to be given the choice of whether we want to back up our files, our database, or both. Definitely choose both. A backup of one without the other is an incomplete backup, and you won't be able to restore your website. You definitely need both. And for sure, we want to send this backup to remote storage. So we'll choose backup now. Okay, our backup is finished running. We get a nice green check mark here. So that's good news. And if we go over to our Google Drive, we'll see that an UpdraftPlus folder has been created, and there are backup files inside there. So that's great news. Pay attention to how much storage you have available on your Google Drive. Make sure you have enough to hold your backups there. We will see a log down here of all the backup files as they happen. And if you're ever curious if a backup was successful, you can always go down to the bottom of a log file and look for this message. And then you can rest assured that that backup happened correctly and was placed on your Google Drive account correctly. So there you have it. That's how you back up your website, your WordPress website for free, and send those backups to Google Drive. Let me know below if you have any questions, and I appreciate you hanging out to the end. I'd love it if you click that like button. It'll help other people find the video as well. Thank you.